Welcome to this stretch and twist class. So the aim of this one is just to stretch the whole body in a very short time. So you're going to need 2 blocks. So grab something like that and come to the mat and we can begin. Okay, so we're going to start in a wide-legged seat. Not everyone's favorite, especially if you're doing this first thing in the morning, so just take it easy. And spread the legs wide, make sure the toes and the knees are pointing up, and ground the sit bones and just begin to gently pulse with the breath. So begin to engage a long conscious breath as you pulse gently, keeping the spine nice and straight. So it's almost like the spine is like a pencil. You just want to gently work first thing into the inner hips, into the inner thighs. Keep a long, deep breath. And keep that gentle pulsing. Maybe you walk it forward a little bit more with the hands. Plant the palms if you can. And just know that you can be doing this sitting on a block as well. Because if you are very tight in the hamstrings, the hips, or the lower back, and the spine is rounding, as you come forward, it's much easier to elevate the hips and keep the spine straight that way. Okay, so take 2 more breaths here, whether you're seated on a block or whether you're just straight on the mat. And then gently bring yourself to stillness and just take 2 more breaths here, coming down, maybe even a little lower. And then slowly on your next inhale, come all the way up. And as you exhale, I want you to slide the hand to the inside of your left leg and lean over to the left. I'm mirroring you. All right, so leaning over to the left. Again, take a gentle pulse, opening side body and still feeling a stretch in that left leg. Maybe you feel it in the inner knee. And then again, stillness. Activate the top arm, aiming towards the foot, and the head, you can either choose to look, but sometimes it's much nicer just to turn the gaze forward. Keep the chest nice and open. Keep the shoulders stacked on top of each other. Take 1 more inhale and 1 more exhale. And then inhale, coming up. As you exhale, go over to the other side. So again, lean into the hand, bringing it to the inside of the right leg. And gently pulse. Hand towards foot. Chest stays open. And you choose whether you actually gaze up or whether gaze turns forward. I like to turn my gaze forward if I'm here for any length of time. And then into stillness, reach. Opening, so there's a lot of internal engagement here. I'm opening the top shoulder backwards, really engaging the top arm, so I have this tremendous stretch in the side body. Take 1 more breath. And inhale, coming straight back up. Exhale, breathe it out. Bring the soles of the feet together. Move the hips back. So we work on the outer hips a little bit. Take an inhale, breathing up the spine. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Find your long, deep breath here. And again, a little pulse. If you're doing this first thing in the morning, it's really nice just to open the body up by pulsing. Waking everything up, feeling the hip joints here, feeling the spine. Dropping the head. And then again, moving into stillness. And if you feel like there is too much strain in the legs, especially in the inner thighs here in this position, you can slide 1 block under each thigh to help support this stretch. Taking one more breath. Slowly inhale, roll up. Breathe out when you get there. And then cross the ankles, roll over, and come to hands and knees. And maybe you want to take one block either side of the mat for this part, just in case. Coming into downward facing dog, tuck the toes, take an inhale in neutral spine. Exhale, find down dog in the body, and begin to pedal the legs. Just pedal, activate the hands, so the hands are super strong and active. Fingers are spread wide, fingertips lightly gripping the mat, stabilizing through the wrists, keeping the head between the biceps. And then on your next inhale, I want you to inhale, right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step it forward between the hands. Slide the left foot back so you find as much length as possible in the back leg. The back knee rests on the top of the kneecap, and here is when you can bring the blocks into play. Placing one under each hand, you can untuck the toes if that feels better. Keeping the heart shining forward. Breathing into the heart center. Shoulders are down. It's royal feeling. Opening the top of the left thigh and the front hip. And then if you're using blocks, you can inhale, walk the hands back, keeping the foot and the knee where it is, finding a half splits position. The blocks just give you a lot of space to keep the spine nice and tall. Breathing out, flexing that front foot, pointing the toes towards your own face, pulling the front heel towards the back knee, and keeping the right hip pulling back. You're going to take a twist here, so ground into the left palm and inhale. Raise the right arm up, keep the right hip pulling back. Again, shoulders stack on top of each other. You still have this open chest feeling. And just hold it. Keep that front foot flexed. Keep the right hip pulling back. Take one more inhale, reach. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, walk back to low lunge. Exhale, sink the hips down. Good. Now we're going to do that as a flow. All right? So take an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, if you're using blocks, you're going to walk it back. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, walk back to lunge. Inhale, walk back. Exhale, open. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, walk to lunge. One more time, inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Okay, and then change, taking the blocks aside. Right hand to the inside of the right foot, and inhale, step it back. Bring the knees together and take a bunny rabbit version of child's. Taking the arms back behind you, resting the forehead down, breathing into the back body, awareness resting on the hips. One more breath. Inhaling, slowly coming up. And as you exhale, walk yourself back into tabletop. Inhale, tuck the toes, neutral spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, just walk the legs. Keep the hands active, spread the fingers wide. Move into the hips. I should feel a little different already to the first time that you did this down dog. So on your next inhale, we're going to take it to the other side. Inhaling, left leg up. And then exhale, step it through and between your hands. Slide the right foot back. Find that length in the back leg. Grab your blocks again. Untuck the toes if that feels good. And then stay here. Again, open heart sensation, broad shoulders, lots of space. Sink the hips down. Ground through the front foot, the big toe mound of the front foot. Breathe into the stretch. And then on your next inhale, walk it back. Find your half splits. Hold it. Breathing deep and really activating. So how much internal engagement you have in your own body is up to you. But I am flexing my front foot, toes pointing towards my face. And again, I'm pulling the front foot to the back knee. I'm feeling my left hip pulling back. Spine is nice and straight. Okay, take one more breath. And we're going to twist, all right? So this time grounding into the right hand, whether you're on the floor or on a block, and inhale, open to the sky. So you feel this pulling back of the left hip, so you're fully engaged. Front foot is also engaged, up onto the heel. Grounding through the top of the back leg, grounding into the right hand, but not so much weight. You're using also your own balance, your own core to reach up and keep the chest open. Take one more breath, reach. Keep pulling the left hip back and exhale, bring the hand down. And then inhale, walk back into low lunge. Okay, you know what's coming. We're going to do it as a flow. So, taking a full breath here, inhaling, exhale. And then inhale, walk it back. Exhale, open. Inhale, bring in the hand down. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, walk it back. Exhale, open. Inhale, down. Exhale, walk forward. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take the blocks out to the sides, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Swing it back. Coming into child's pose. Take a few breaths. On your next breath, you're going to reach the hands forward, inhaling. And as you exhale, you're going to come all the way down onto the back. You can take the blocks away. Separate the hands so that the fingers point out to the side, thumbs point in, separating the feet so they're wider than the hips, softening the buttocks, softening the legs. Drop the forehead down as if to touch the floor, but not quite. And then inhale, roll up into a high cobra, and then exhale, melt. Try and use the back muscles, even though the arms are working. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, melt. The legs should be fairly relaxed, buttocks only lightly engaged. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, melt. Inhale, roll up. take the hands back behind you. Inhale, roll up, heel up, and exhale, melt. Inhale, roll up, and melt. 2 more, inhale, and down. Last one, inhaling, and down. Bring the hands down in front of the face, rest the forehead. Take a few breaths. Slowly coming up on your next inhale into Sphinx. Just take a few breaths here, breathing in, broadening across the collarbones, shining the heart forward through the arms, feeling the upper arm bones holding you up. Face is soft, neck is neutral. One more breath. And then inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, slowly coming down and turning over onto the back. Hugging the knees into the chest. Take a little side to side. And then gently drop knees all the way down to the right. Taking your twist, opening left arm out to the side and turning your gaze to the left. Coming into your conscious breath. On your next inhale, gently bring the knees back to center. Squeeze them towards the chest as you exhale. Maybe take a rock side to side. Maybe you're in stillness. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, gently draw your knees over to the left, opening right arm out to the side, turning the gaze to the right. Conscious breath. And then on your next inhale, gently bringing knees back to center. Again, hug them in, straighten out through the spine. Again, some movement if you feel like it, otherwise rest in stillness, neutral spine. Take one more big breath. And as you exhale, let it go through the mouth. Bringing your body all the way down at the same time into Shavasana. Feeling all the stretches, all the twisting has created space in the body. And whatever time of day you have done this, you're ready for what comes next, whether that is sleep or whether it is a full day ahead. But for now, resting in Shavasana, letting the back melt into the floor, and staying here as long as you would like. For me now, thank you for practicing with me. In gratitude. Namaste.